Hello everyone, welcome to the Valores Training Center YouTube channel. I am Mark Entrada, first degree black belt under the legendary Professor Cabrina Charles. And I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu for over 20 years. And today's topic is so important to the point that I'm breaking it down into 3 separate videos. Yes. So what topic is this? Jiu-Jitsu etiquette. Now, why is etiquette very important? Remember, joining a jiu-jitsu team is like joining a family or a community or whatever marketing stuff. But regardless, it's a group of people. And that means there's going to be a lot of interaction with other people. In your case, it's going to be mostly with the instructor and the other students. And this is where etiquette comes in. Because with proper etiquette, you become either a desirable training partner and student or you're not. And this will definitely affect your jiu-jitsu journey in the long run. So stick around, we'll do the first part. Okay, sorry, why am I doing it in 3 parts? Because the first part, which is this video, will deal with etiquette before training. The second part will be etiquette during training. And then the third part is etiquette after training and outside of the actual training. So let's dive in with the first part. Okay, so let's start with the etiquette before training. Actually, even start. So the first one is if you are coughing, you have colds, you're sneezing, or you have some type of skin infection or better just not train anything that could infect your training partners. Second, proper hygiene. Before training, ideally, you need to shower. Now, if you train at a decent facility, decent academy, then they should be able to provide you with shower areas, just like in Alliance Manila. I'm pretty sure your partners will appreciate it. Also, remember to brush your teeth and cut your nails. Jiu-Jitsu is so close contact. That's why these things are it's not like we're playing tennis or, tennis, see, where your partner's all the way on the other side. It doesn't matter. You don't want to shower, it's up to you. It doesn't affect them. So do that. Next, try to be early. Try to be at the academy 10 to 15 minutes early so you do not disrupt the class. It's always very distracting when you arrive late, especially when the teacher's already starting with the technique. Then you arrive, pretty much everyone will end up doing that. I remember almost like this. I remember when I went to a wedding before, but it wasn't me who did it. I was one of the guests. So the groom was already making his wedding vows. Then we heard, so the door opened, and it's one of the guests, and he was late. So even the groom was like, see, stop the whole emotional part of their wedding. It's pretty much like that, but not as dramatic. So try to be early. Next, once you arrive at the academy, acknowledge the people who are already there. Better yet, if you can go up to them and just shake their hand, that would be great. And you know what's even going to be better? Oh, and this is a very good one. If you remember their names. So come up to them, acknowledge them. Hey, sir. Hey, professor. Hey, doc. Hey, attorney. People really would appreciate that. Next, make sure you do not wear slippers or shoes on the mats for obvious reasons. And the not so obvious one is please wear slippers or shoes off the mats. This is, I observe people, some still forget this part. Sure, it's automatic that they take off their shoes before entering the mat area. But let's say they're going to get something from their bag and their bag's just like quite near. They don't use the slippers anymore. Please, just use the slippers. Especially if you're going to the restroom. All right, So now it's almost time to train. The next one is make sure you tie your belt properly and you line up according to your rank. Next, make sure your gi doesn't have any holes in them because that could be potentially dangerous because fingers can get stuck there and it's going to be a mess. So wear the proper uniform and make sure that there's no cuts, there's no holes or rips to prevent any injuries. So those are some of the most common jiu-jitsu etiquette before training. That's pretty much universal in all academies because later on in the next few videos, some would be more, per academy basis. So it really depends where you train at. But for the first one, it's universal. So let's try and apply these. So we become a more likable student and training partner. So more and more people will eventually help us in our jiu-jitsu journey. So I hope you learned some stuff. Make sure you watch the part 2 and 3 of this series because you're definitely gonna learn a lot. As always, thank you very much for watching. And if you can like and subscribe to our channel, we would greatly appreciate it. So I'll see you on part 2. Os.